on this terrific Tuesday. In math today, we are continuing the second day of our subtraction journey that we started yesterday. So you're gonna need the same tools today. That is a double 10 frame. You can use your sheet I gave you or make your own, as well as your tools, your 10 sticks, and your eraser counters. You need the same tools from yesterday to do our subtraction all today. So when you have those nice tools out, let's check out our learning target from yesterday and remind ourselves what our goal is. It says, I can unbundle a larger unit to solve subtraction problems. Remember, our job to solve subtraction is unbundling. My friends, what does it mean to unbundle? If we're taking a larger unit and we're going to unbundle it, what does that mean? What does it mean to unbundle a 10? If we unbundle a 10, what's going to happen? We'll get 10 of a smaller unit. And what's the smaller unit of 10s? 10s and then 1s, of course. So when we unbundle a 10, our bigger unit, we break it apart and get 10 of a smaller unit, which in this case is the 1s. So these are the awesome skills we're going to be working on today. We're going to first review a problem we worked on yesterday and then take it to the next step with 2-digit subtraction problems. So get your tools nice and flat and ready on your desk, and let's get started. Okay, second grade, the first problem we are going to solve today is 33 minus 5. To solve 33 minus 5, what do we need to show on our chart first? What number are we starting with? What do we currently have? How much? We have 33. That's the first number in our subtraction problem, so that's how much we're starting with. Can you go ahead and show 33 on your board? How many 10s are we going to show? 3, of course. Good job. And how many 1s? 3 as well. Good job. So go ahead and show 33. Awesome. 3 10s, 3 1s. So now, my friends, that we have 33, what we're starting with, what do we want to take away? How much? 5 what? 5 10s, 5 1s, 5 1s. We only want to take away 5 1s. But what's our problem? How many 1s do we have? We have 3 1s. Can we take away 5 when we only have 3? Is that possible? No, it's not. 3 is less than 5, so we can't take away 5. But you know how to solve this problem. What do we have to do? If we need more 1s, how can we get them? What are we going to do? Unbundle. That's the word. Can you say unbundle? Unbundle a what? What are we going to unbundle? A 10, the larger unit. If we want more 1s, we need to go to the larger unit, go bigger, and unbundle one of those. So let's go ahead and do it. Take a 1, unbundle it, and what are we going to get instead? 110 becomes 10 1s, of course. Can you go ahead and show that? I'm using a different color to show the 10 1s I'm just making. 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have my 3 ones we started with, and then I have my 10 ones that we just made when we unbundled. Do you have the same as me? Okay, my friends. So now that we unbundled a 10, how many ones do we have all together now? With the 3 we had before, and then this another 10, how much do we have? Look, you can see it. We have 13 ones. We have a whole 10, and we have 3 extra. 13 ones. If we have 13 ones, are we able to now take away 5? Yes, we are. Because 13 is greater than 5, it's a bigger number, so we can just take away a little bit. Can you go ahead and do that? Can you take away 5 ones? Take away 5 ones. I took away 3, and then I took away 2. How many ones are we left with, Super Scholars? How many ones do we have now? Look what we got. 5 and 3. There's 2 missing. How many is this? We have 8 ones left over. After we took away this 5, we now have 8 ones. So, my friends, what's our final answer? How many 10s and 1s do we have left? What's our answer? 28, exactly. We have 2 10s and 8 1s left to have 28. Good job. Okay, Super Scholars. So this problem had 2 digits, but we were only taking away the ones. What happens when we are going to take away 10s and 1s in the same problem? So this was our starter. Let's take it to the next level. And everybody, reset. Okay, you got a nice clear board. Are we ready for a 2-digit subtraction problem? Let's see. 80 minus 28. How are we going to solve 80 minus 28? What are we going to start with, Super Scholars? How much do we have? 80, exactly. Can we go ahead and show 80 on our board? How are we going to show 80? With what? How many 10s? 8 10s. Can you go ahead and put 8 10s on your board? I'm doing 5 and 3. I have 5 and 3. 8 10s. Okay, we have 8 10s right now. And what do we want to take away, Super Scholars? 28. Are we taking away just ones? No, we have to take away 10s and 1s this time. So my friends, in 28, what number is in the 1s place? In 28, what number is in the 1s place? The 8. The 8 is in the 1s place. Good job. What number is in the 10s place? In 28, the 10s place? The 2 is in the 10s place. Exactly. So from 80, we're going to be taking away 8 1s and 2 10s. So let's see how we're going to do that. Remember, my friends, where do we always start subtracting from? the smallest unit. So what are we going to start subtracting? Ones or tenths? What's the smallest unit? The ones. We're going to start subtracting the ones first because we always start with the smallest unit. Let's see. How many ones do we have on our board right now? How many ones? None. There's no ones. But how many do we want to take away? 8 ones. Can we do that? We have no ones, but we want to take away 8. Can we do that? Nope, we sure can't. But how can we fix that? What are we going to do, problem solvers? We can, what's the word? Unbundle a, what are we unbundling? Unbundle a 10, the larger unit. So can we go ahead and do that? We want some ones, so we're going to unbundle a larger unit. What happens, my friends? When we unbundle that larger unit, what are we going to make? 10 ones, of course. Can you go ahead and show that? You just unbundle a 10 and you're getting 10 ones. Awesome. So you should now have one less 10 because we're showing it as 10 ones instead. Okay, how many ones do we have now that we unbundled? We have 10 ones, like I just said. Can we take away 8 of them? Yes, we can now. So let's go ahead and do that. Can you take away 8 ones? How many ones are left? There are 2 ones left. Exactly. There's just 2 ones left. Are we done, Super Scholars? Are we done? No, we're not done. We only subtracted the ones, but what do we still need to do? We need to subtract the tens. We have more to our number. So, my friends, how many tens do we need to take away in this problem? 2 tens. And how many tens do we have right now? It's not 8. We have 7 tens. Can we take away 2? Yes, we can. So go ahead. Can you subtract 2 tens? Subtract 2 tens. Awesome. How many tens do we have left now? We have 5 tens. So what's our final answer? We have 52 is our final answer. Good job, Super Scholars. This problem involved another step where we had to subtract the ones and the tens as well. There were 2 parts since there were 2 place values in that second number. Okay, can we recap what we just did? My friends, what did we start with? The ones or the tens? We started with the ones, of course. And since we couldn't take away 8 ones, what did we do? We unbundled a 10, and what did we get? 10 ones. And then we were able to take away 8. And what do we have left over? 2 ones. And then, what do we have to do? Our last step. We subtracted 2 tens. So after subtracting the ones, we had to go next door and subtract our 2 tens to then get our answer. Okay, we want to make sure we can talk through every step to make sure we really, really know our own way independently how to subtract these problems. Okay, one more challenge. Let's all get ready and reset. But we can't move on before we've given ourselves a break. So stand up with me and let's ask ourselves, and this or that, another candy addition. Okay, are you up? So my friends, do you prefer Skittles? If so, you're gonna fly like an eagle. Or do you prefer M&Ms? If so, you're gonna move like a snake. What's your pick? Skittles? M&Ms? I prefer M&Ms, so I'm gonna move like a snake again for 5. Are you ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Thank you, thank you. Shake it out. Move your whole body. Awesome. And with your nice clear board, come and sit back down. And last but not least, we are going to tackle all together 44 minus 16. 44 minus 16. So you tell me, second grade, what do we need to do first? What's our first step to solve this problem? We need to show what? 44, because that's what we're starting with. That's how much we have right now. So go ahead, let's do just that. Can you show me 44? What would it look like? Does yours match mine? How many tens? 4. How many ones? 4. Exactly. Good job. Okay. Now what do we do next? We have 44, and we're going to subtract 16. So what are we going to start with? The ones or the tens? The ones, of course, because that's the smaller unit. So in 16, what number's in the ones place? The 6, exactly. So we're going to work with this 6 since we're subtracting the ones first. But how many ones do we have right now? 4. But how many do we want to take away? 6. Is that a problem? Yep, that's a problem. But what do? We know how to fix it. If we have 2 little ones, what can we do to get more? We can unbundle the whole thing. Unbundle a 10, the larger unit. We're going to unbundle a 10. Can you do that on your own? Can you take a 10, unbundle it, and show me what you make? Can you do that? Take a 10, unbundle it, and show me what you get on your own. Let's see. My friends, how many ones did you make? When you unbundled a 10, you made how many new ones? You added 10 ones. You can see by my orange stars, we made 10 ones. Awesome. Okay, so we unbundled our first big step. How many ones did we end up with? 4 plus a whole 10. How much is that? 14. We have 14 ones all together. 4 plus 10, we have 14. So now, are we able to take away 6 ones? We sure are. So let's go ahead and do that. Can you take away 6 ones from our 14? What will we get? 6 ones. So I took away 4, and then I took away 2. So I took away 6 ones in total. So, can you tell me, how many ones do we have left over? How many ones? 5 and 3? We have 8 ones left over. Exactly. Good job. Okay, are we done? No, we're not. What do we have left to do? We subtracted our ones, but now we need to subtract the tens, of course. So looking at 16, what number is in the tens place? What number? The 1. The 1 is in the tens place. So, how many tens do we need to take away? Just 1. So can we go ahead and do that? You're going to subtract 1 10. Subtract 1 10. How many tens are we left with? 2 exactly. We're left with 2 tens. So if we have 2 tens and 8 ones, what's our final answer? It is 28, of course. 28. So, my friends, we were able to do this because of our unbundling skills. We unbundled to get 10 ones and have 14 ones in total. Then we were able to subtract 6 ones and be left with 8 ones. And then we had to go next door and subtract our 110. So in total, what we had left over was 2 tens and 8 ones, which is 28. So this is how we can clearly explain the steps that we used to subtract and solve this problem. How we went from unbundling to subtracting ones and subtracting the tens. All of you do such a great job with place value that it plays into and you use it while you're subtracting. So 2nd grade, we did 3 awesome problems together, and now it's going to be your chance as an independent mathematician to show me what you know with 2-digit problems. So keep your tools out and let's check out the 2 problems I need to see from you. Okay, friends, so here are the 2 problems you are going to show me in a video on Class Dojo. With your tools that you already have out, you're going to show me how to solve these 2 problems by unbundling and subtracting your ones and tens. So first up, you need to show 70 minus 41. And then 58 minus 29. Remember, we always start with the first number, and then we're practicing unbundling as we first subtract our ones and then subtract our tens to get our final answer. Just like yesterday, I want to see you using your tools, talking about what you're doing as you're changing the number yourself, and explaining each step on how to solve these subtraction problems, showing and saying it, both ways. Okay, awesome people. Thank you for being great mathematicians, and I can't wait to see what you got.